guys, welcome back to Gypsy's Creative Creations. My name is Stephanie and I will be showing you how to make 3 Wayfair inspired home decors. Now if you're new to my channel and love creative DIYs, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell, that way you get a notification every single time I upload. Also remember to like, share, and comment down below. So for the first project, what you'll need are these pencil holders. It's part of the office part of the Dollar Tree. Of course, they come in pink, black, turquoise, and then you'll need the small one that holds the gym clips. But the one that the Dollar Tree I went to only had the pink, so I'm gonna go with that. You'll also need the 3 different sizes of the candle holders. So they have the large, medium, and small. So I got all 3 sizes for that one as well. And you'll need some type of beads. Now the Dollar Tree does have beads and blingy stuff. This is something that I found at a yard sale. I only paid $1 for the whole roll. So I'm going to be using this today. But like I said, there are supplements at the Dollar Tree. They have a lot of ribbon with rhinestones on it, and they also have some pearls that you could use. So they have things there that you can use, but I'm going to use this today. And you'll also need some Waverly's white chalk paint. You could also use the apple barrel paint. I've had that for a while now, and I'm going to keep on using it until I run out of it. So first things first, what we're going to do, and that's the reason that I have this piece of cardboard here, I'm going to paint these white. Now in the Waverly's photo, which I'll show you at the end, a side by side, they're silver. So I'm wanting them to be white. I don't really want silver because I don't have a lot of silver in my house. So we're just going to go with white. Now you could paint them any color that you want to match your decor. But we're just going to put on maybe a coat, maybe 2 coats, because this is pink. Because I don't want the pink coming through. I don't have anything that's pink either, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint this, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, now that I have painted them white, and I even painted the inside white just so you wouldn't see any pink. What we're going to do, now if you want this to be a temporary thing, you could just use hot glue, or you could use the E6000. It's completely up to you. Most of y'all know that I usually do this on a temporary thing because I repurpose a lot of my stuff. So I am going to use this for my home. So I'm just going to use the E6000 because I want it to be more of a permanent hold. So what I'm going to do, since this is the medium one, we're just going to try to center that like that. I'm going to add some embellishments to it. Now this is optional. You can keep it just like this and not add any embellishments, but I really kind of wanted it to look closer to the one on Wayfair. So I'm going to see how long it is and then add a couple inches to it. So for this part, you could either use E6000 or you can use hot glue, or you could use both of them. And using both of them is probably going to be the better option, and the reason being is that E6000 takes a little longer to adhere. So what we're going to do is create kind of a swag with the beads to go all the way around. So I'm adding E6000 and and hot glue, but you kind of want to figure out how big of a swag you want. guys, so this is the end of the first tutorial, and like I said, I got this off of Wayfair, and I'll actually put a side-by-side picture here. That way you can see the one from Wayfair and the one that I made. So we are going to move on to our second project. So our second project from Wayfair is going to require you to have 3 of these. Now you can leave them galvanized, you could paint them to match your kitchen decor or wherever you're going to put this particular project at. So you'll need 3 of these. You'll need 3 of these door hangers. You can get them in the Easter section and paint them white. You can get them white, you can get them green and paint them white. Or you could just get the color that you want from the Dollar Tree if they have it and just use that same color for this project. You'll also need a plunger, and you will need some nautical rope, and of course hot glue, and a pair of scissors. So first things first, what you're going to do, just simply unscrew this from here. We won't need this bottom part, you can put it off to the side for another project. Alright guys, so I'm going to choose to paint these white. I'm going to paint all 3 canisters white. You don't have to, like I said, it's completely optional. I'm going to leave this just plain wood. Just to kind of set off the white. And this I did paint white. These were green, like that hunter green. That's usually what you typically find at the Dollar Tree. Now they have blue, and I've never seen them in white, but if you find them in white, I would suggest you snag them up, because it would probably be a whole lot easier to not paint them if you don't have to. So let me go ahead and paint these white, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that we got these painted white, all 3 of them, the next thing that we're going to do is, you see how this side is like a box and then this side is curved. I've been debating whether to hook it from the bottom or go from the inside, because from the photo that I could tell, they are coming from the outside, but I think it would have a better grip on the inside. But I might need to flatten this part out. Let's see here. It just seems like it would have a better hold. So that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to leave it a little hook like that because it's not really bothering anything. You see where the seam is on the bucket? I'm going to line this up with the seam. And so we're just going to make a light little mark here so we know where to put the glue at. That way I know where to put the glue at. So I'm going to use E6000 because I want this more on a permanent basis. But I'm also going to use hot glue to kind of back it up to that. And you could also put it on the bottom just to secure it. So just put a whole bunch of hot glue and then even on the bottom. And then find your seam and just line it up with your seam, just like that. And you want to make sure that it's going to lie flush with the metal, because you want to make sure that it has a secure little grip there. You don't want it to come loose. See, just like that. See, that's how it looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2 and I'll be right back. Alright, and just like that, I got all 3 of them done. Next thing I'm going to do is the stick that they're going to be hanging off of. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just leave it plain wood just because I want it to kind of set off all the white. But I do want to wrap the ends up with nautical rope and just kind of have it like a little hook up here. So what I'm simply going to do is literally just put hot glue on this. I'm just going to lay it like that and just tie it off. I'm just going to wrap it. You do kind of want to tie it off just because you want it to have a better grip. Just try to tie it off real tight. And that's why I added the hot glue, because I just wanted it to be extra secure. So you're going to take the extra nautical rope and just wrap it around it so you don't see the notches. So next thing you're going to want to do is kind of just measure it out how far you kind of want it to hang from. And then I think I'm going to go that high. And like I said, that part is kind of like preference, how much of a hang you want from it. Because you can go shorter or you could go a whole lot more. Depending on where you're putting it at, that would probably be what you would base your decision off of. Out, just because you're going to wrap it just like you did that end on the nautical rope. Just to kind of get it to match up. So next thing I'm going to do is just hot glue the rest of this around it. Just like this. Right, and just take your rope and cut it off. And you can take a little bit of hot glue and make sure it's glued down. And there you got that. So next thing we're gonna do is figure out the spacing on this. So and the reason that we want to do this is because we're going to literally bend the metal over the wood and add some hot glue so it doesn't move around. So I think the easier thing to do is just to add one to each corner and then just turn around and put that one directly into the middle. So all I'm going to do is add a good amount of hot glue there and just slide this right over it just like that, and just take the metal. It bends really easy, guys, so just take the metal and pinch it down. Alright guys, so this is how it looks. If you want to hang it from the front door to give you a different look instead of a wreath, you can just put on one of those welcome signs from the Dollar Tree. So yeah, this is how it ended up looking. You could also use it in the kitchen to put your kitchen utensils in. You could use it in the bathroom to put combs, hair dryers, or just even in your crafting room. You could put your pencils and painting products and scissors in there as well. So I mean, there's a lot of things that you can use this particular DIY for. So yeah, I'm gonna go on and start on the third one from Wayfair, so just stay tuned. Alright guys, for the third and final Wayfair DIY, you're going to need a candle holder from the Dollar Tree. You're also going to need this candle holder from the Dollar Tree as well. And I picked up 3 packets of spoons. I don't know if we'll actually need this many, but I got 3 packets just in case. So what you're going to end up doing is painting this white. And then we're going to start on the spoons as well, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and paint this white and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so now that it's painted white, we're going to start cutting off the spoons. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, be careful with cutting them because you'll get something like that. You'll crack some of them. And what this is a bookend. It's not even a candle holder, it's a bookend. So we're just going to slowly start adding these to this candle holder to form the shape. And this is actually called an artichoke bookend. Alright guys, so I started gluing on the first layer of spoons. Now I'm using the cracked ones up here because they're going to be covered by other ones, and then when you start the second layer you want to stag it in between the spaces here. So that's what I started doing here. Now I did find a technique on how to cut the spoons. So you want to hold it by the handle and then just cut it into an angle, and then that way it doesn't crack all the way onto the spoon. Because I was just trying to cut more of a length, but when I was doing that, it was cracking down in the middle, and that's why I went ahead and put the cracked ones up front, because they're going to be covered anyways. So yeah, I'm going to keep on cutting spoons, but when you do the first layer, you just do it right up onto the rim here, and then you just glue it along there. And then when you start with the second one, you kind of want to just go in between and just put the second layer in between there. And of course you want to use a pretty good amount of hot glue. And what this does is that you go ahead and add several spoons on here. And like I said, you're staggering the spoons because we're trying to make it look like an artichoke. So just go ahead and add that on there. And go in between the gaps. And that's how we're going to keep on going. Is we're just going to keep on going in between the cracks as we go down. Now mine more looks like a lotus flower or a fully open artichoke. I didn't do a closed artichoke. When you're doing the closed one, and I found this out later, you want to start from the bottom up. That way it's more closed than open, but I kind of like the open look better than the closed look. It just depends on your preference. So just take the glue and kind of push it upwards. So just remember, if you want a closed artichoke, start from the bottom up. And then if you want to open one, start from the top down. And of course you're going to have to pull all these glue strings off. But this is what it ends up looking like. See that? Of course you got to let the glue dry here. And if you want to, just to secure it a little better, just go around the last row that you put in and put on some more glue. So I was going to add this white colored one to it, but if you could tell, there's a huge difference. So I'm just going to go with a regular glass candlestick, and I'm not going to paint it. That's another thing that I learned. If you want it to match and you want this to be stark white, you're probably going to have to paint each individual spoon while it's still on the stem. So what you would do is just paint this with Waverly's or Apple Barrel first, and then wait for them to dry, then cut it off. Unless you could find spoons that are that kind of white, because it is two different tones. So that's why I said I'm just gonna go with a glass one, because it'll make it look a whole lot better than if I were to put the white one on there. But it did almost take 3 packs. This is about as much as I have left of the 3 packs. So it's almost 3 packs. But save your sticks, because we're gonna do another project with that. But this is how it came out looking, and I still think it looks cool as crap. So I don't really care that it has a clear stem, because it just looks really neat. And I might still you can still probably spray paint it, and it the white that you want it to look, but that looks really neat. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. And of course I'll have the one from Waverly's next to this one so you could see it. And like I said, I learned after the fact, after I was halfway through it, that if you want it closed, you have to start from the bottom up, and if you want it open, you start from up here down, and it opens it up. So it's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and do a side by side. Alright guys, so that's the end of the tutorials. If y'all would please like, share, and comment down below. If you'd like to support my channel, please check out all of my affiliate links, along with my Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. I also have a website. All those links will be down in the description box. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a blessed day.